The long-awaited Golden Gate Depot Chessie C&O cars have finally arrived. A year and a half, 2 years ago, the streamlined Hudsons came, and then I'm sure COVID delays and all that. I got the orange to match the Hudson, and I just got the basic sets. I did not order any extra cars. I kind of blew the budget of the 1948 20th Century Limited. Third rail, which is beautiful, and I think I already posted that. But baggage coach, dome coach, dorm kitchen, diner, and observation come with this set, and we'll see what we got. Okay, this is the Chessie Observation Car. I got the orange to go with the engine that I got from Third Rail earlier. I'll see if I can open this one-handed. See, the Third Rail just puts the, or I guess Golden Gate Depot kind of has the ends in styrofoam packed in and suspended in the middle, which makes them easier to unbox than the Lionel version, which is pretty tightly packed in. So they seem to have tightened the ribbon pretty. If I can get a hold of it, there we go. And I just want to carefully lift this out. Styrofoam off. Careful about not mess up any details. It's the end. See the figures in there. Some up top too. We'll get a little better look maybe when we run them, but that's the observation car. Probably won't unbox all of them on camera. That was kind of hard one-handed. And we'll see what we got. The cars do come with some additional add-on pieces. Looks like some steps and hoses. I guess you screw those in. There's no instructions per se how to put those on. Also comes with one of those diaphragms, full thickness, that magnetically pops onto the ends of the car. I had these for my 20th Century Limited 1948 that Third Rail or Golden Gate Depot put out. They're kind of neat, but they do pop out, both in terms of displace and just the accordion stuff tends to go wide or high and looks really unrealistic, at least if you got 080 or smaller curves, and I've heard this is a common issue, so maybe for a static display and straight line, but or if you have super big curves, but I don't know if we'll put those on or not, but they're easy to take off if you don't like them. Okay, so here's the rest of the train. Starts with a combination baggage coach car. I turn the power on to light things. I decided not to put any of those diaphragms in. I can give you a little bit of a walk by before I hook the engine up. They do have little blinds inside, and there are people in there. Sorry for the bounciness. I gotta get on my hands and knees for that. Then there's a dome coach. There are people in the upper Vista Dome, as well as some lighting. And moving down, there's blinds and a few more people. And then we go on to they call it a kitchen dorm car, but it looks more like a dining car in the back. I don't see any obvious dormitory space unless I'm misunderstanding a railroad term. Looks like I'm on the wrong side for the booths, but there are some people in there. This Third Rail does or Golden Gate Depot does pretty well. Pretty good coupling. They do have knuckle couplers on there, or just the big Lionel style couplers. I've never been thrilled with Third Rails, but I guess I figure most people will swap for KDs, which I'll probably do. I've never done it before, but I need to swap. I think I'll swap most of my passenger trains out because I'm not going to do any switching operations with the cars, and it'll all pretty much run together in a consist. And this is the diner car that I just showed you. And then there's a non-dome coach. I guess that's a little restroom in there. As usual for Golden Gate Depot, pretty decent interior decorating. These are aluminum cars for the Chessie. And they do have a decent bit of weight to them, just like my 20th Century Limited ones. And it doesn't look like there's, at least nothing on this side in the back. It looks like there's maybe some roomettes on the other side. And then the observation, which we looked at a little bit when I unboxed. And again, coach seating and most of it, chairs, and a lighted dome section with passengers. And moving on to the rear, lighted drum head. I'll see if I can get the camera to focus on it. I might not be able to. With the Chessie and the Sleepy Kitty logo. All right, I'll get the engine out. We'll see how it runs. Okay, so I've got the Hudson hooked up. My cab 2 is at the office layout, the Ohioan tax scam railway, as I call it. So I have to run conventional here. It is a very pretty engine. Did a good job. No complaints. Lots of nice detailing, as you would expect from third rail. Nice deck lid there, covers the plug. It doesn't fold up all the way. It is kind of a little bit of a pain for someone with big thumbs like me to plug the harness in, but to get it done and get it connected, not too bad. And it looks pretty good. There's a little bit of difference in the stripe, which is a little bit annoying. I think the blue is a little bit thicker on the engine than on the cars, and maybe the band is just wider, whether that's a manufacturing or it's how the streamlining on the tender and the body of the cars were just different thicknesses there, and they painted them accordingly. I don't know from a history perspective, but it is a little bit annoying, but not bad. So without further ado, I'll get things rolling. So it seems that there's maybe a short somewhere on the layout. The Hudson didn't want to run conventional, and I tried putting the Vision Line Class A on, and it's doing the same thing. So I don't know if it's a problem with one of the cars or on the track somewhere, but I don't have time tonight to deal with that. I know people wanted to see the cars, so one more time we can take a look. Just arrived. I'll have to do a run video later, but there's the train, and sorry about that, but hope you guys had at least a little bit of a first look. Thanks and good night.